The reality is, which I realized there were so many people I didn't get a chance to thank, and the truth is everything I do is for them. Mm-hmm. It's for my daughters, for my daughter's daughter, and I hope in that same way that translates out also for all women. That, you know, that I am just so grateful that I get to be a part of paving a new pathway, a new way of women, how we can be seen, the things that we can do. And I'm not the answer, but I get to be a small piece.
No, ma'am, but you are setting a standard.
Yes.
You are setting a standard for all of us women of a certain age who look to you, and we say, Demi's doing the damn thing right now, doing her best work right now.
Rumor Willis revealed that her self-esteem suffered significantly during her mother, Demi Moore's struggles. She shared how Demi's battles with anxiety, addiction, and depression during her marriage deeply impacted her own sense of self-worth. Rumor explained that she felt unloved despite her efforts to change her appearance, hoping to gain validation. Demi's personal challenges inadvertently cast a shadow on her daughter's emotional well-being, creating a tough period for their family.
Drinking wine again, she started taking shots of tequila. And then when she would get drunk, Ashton would take photos of her throwing up in the toilet, and he would make fun of her. So, which do you want, sir? Later, upon reflection, when people asked her, why did you break your sobriety? She said, you know, I just wanted to be that girl for him. They're married, she's drinking, they find out she's pregnant. But sadly, after 6 months, she has a miscarriage. They were going to name their daughter Chaplain Ray. She's devastated. She thinks it's completely her fault. And then they start many cycles of in vitro. She can't get pregnant. Her 3 daughters are like, hello, can you see us? They think they're losing their mother, so they begin to pull away. Ashton convinced his wife that he wanted threesomes and it would be great. And she agreed. She said, okay, I wanted him to think I was great and fun. She wanted to show her man that she was down, but she regretted them. And she said, because of the threesomes, it drew a blurry line, and that's why he cheated on her. There had been rumors that Ashton had been cheating on her.
Hey, Did you really get shit your whole life?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Because your mom is Demi Moore, I guess, so they expect you to be like Marilyn Monroe or something. Maybe that was it.
I mean, you know, they expect you to come out of the womb just like with perfect everything happening.
So did you feel like shit about yourself your entire life? Like when you were a kid growing up, were you like, oh, damn, I could never be as beautiful as my mother, she's a ghost, all this stuff? Was that the pressure?
It was just Ghost.
Ghost was the movie. Come on, let's be honest. That was awesome.
The Single Tear is my favorite.
Yes. Did you ever ask her how she did that? Probably an onion, right?
I feel like I asked her a while ago.
How old are you when you start seeing your mom's movies and you realize like your mom and dad are famous?
I was pretty young. I mean, but it was cool because I was on set with them.
Right.
You know, so I would travel with them wherever they were. So I just got to see it kind of all happening. But I don't think I realized that they were like movie stars until I got a little bit older and I realized that everyone knew who they were.
It's truly heartbreaking how Demi Moore's personal struggles impacted her daughters. Rumor Willis explained that when a mother struggles with self-love, it can make it difficult for her children to feel loved. Rumor shared that if Demi couldn't love herself, it left her questioning her own worth and whether she was lovable. She felt like no matter her appearance or weight, she had to constantly prove herself to earn love, a painful dynamic that took a significant toll on her emotional well-being. Tula Willis also opened up about how her mother's choices deeply affected her. She shared a poignant story about how Demi's attempts to shield her from certain things ended up creating distance between them. This disconnect left Tula feeling as though she didn't truly know her mother. The struggles took a darker turn when Tula began drinking at just 15, leading to her own battle with addiction that lasted for years, mirroring her mother's struggles. It wasn't until the family intervened that she began her path to recovery. But the emotional distance had already taken a toll on their relationship.
You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with her daughters.
Eventually, Tula moved back in with Demi, and she began attending therapy to work on healing and rebuilding her life. This step marked a turning point for Tula, as she started focusing on her well-being and trying to repair the emotional damage caused by years of struggle. The journey to recovery wasn't easy, but it was an important one for her relationship with her mother and for her own growth.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Diddy party stories, man. That was like some weird memory lane.
During an interview with Howard Stern, Rumor Willis revealed some shocking details about her mom's relationship with Ashton Kutcher. She called out Demi's recurring pattern of dating younger men, implying that Ashton was just another example of this. Rumors seem to suggest that this tendency might have been part of a deeper issue with Demi's relationships and self-esteem. It was a candid moment that shed light on the complexities of her mother's choices and the impact they had on the family dynamics.
I never paid attention to how incredibly toxic Demi Moore's relationship with Ashton Kutcher was. Yes, they were 15 years apart. Yes, he cheated on her, but there was so much more. They met having dinner with some friends, right? Not long after, they were spotted on a double date with Diddy and Kim Porter, which in hindsight is problematic. Yes, there was an age gap. She was 41, he was 26 when they met, but they made light of it. They married in 2005. Everything appeared to be just peachy. They said Ashton got along with her daughters and her ex-husband Bruce Willis, but behind the scenes, there was a lot going on. For example, Demi had been sober for 20 years. He's having a glass of wine in front of her, and he tells her, I don't know if alcoholism is a thing. I think it's all about moderation. And she believed him. She started drinking. Not only did she start drinking wine again, she started taking shots of tequila. And then when she would get drunk, Ashton would take...
Here's where things get even more awkward. Rumor Willis admitted to having a massive crush on Ashton Kutcher when she was younger. Her room was literally covered in posters of him. Can you imagine how strange it must have been when her mom started dating him? Rumor openly admitted that Ashton was one of her top celebrity crushes. At first, it was weird for her, but she soon warmed up to him. She even said that Ashton turned out to be a really good stepdad, so her perspective on the situation shifted pretty quickly.
He made her feel so insecure and so it's like insane because she's Demi Moore and she's like coming off of this marriage with Bruce Willis.
Right, yeah.
She's royalty. She was a Rat Pack member. Like she's everything. And then she has this kid who's like not done much, stumbled upon Twitter or whatever. That's like his big claim. And makes her feel like nothing.
There's a moment in the book where she talks about how they were like on vacation together. She had been sober for, I want to say like over 5 years or something. She had a large chunk of sobriety under her belt. And he said to her, I just think like alcoholism doesn't really exist. Like it's just kind of like state of mind thing. And she said in that moment, she was like, I wanted to be the cool girlfriend who could have a drink with her boyfriend and be on vacation. And she like ended up starting to drink again on that trip. He clearly just had no clue about alcoholism at all, and he also cheated on her.
And then when he got her to start drinking again, he was like, you're annoying when you drink.
No.
He made her relapse and then said, it's annoying.
The scoop on Demi Moore and Bruce Willis. They tied the knot, got pregnant just 4 months into their marriage, and spent the next decade raising their 3 daughters while juggling busy Hollywood careers, making 33 movies during that time. Eventually, though, their relationship started to crumble. Despite the challenges, Demi remained focused on her kids.
What did you say to him?
I asked if it was true. And he admitted it right away. And I think my response was, are you kidding me? That was it. And I think I felt like I could barely take a breath.
The mother, your kid is gonna pick up on that, and not be able to necessarily take in, oh, I'm so amazing because my mom says I'm amazing.
Right.
If my mom doesn't love herself, like how can I do that?
How can I expect her to love her?
Like unworthiness, like I'm innately unlovable somehow, no matter how I look, what I weigh, like how my hair looks, whatever the outside reflection is, there's something innately about me that I have to earn love from people and like constantly prove myself.
A few years later, in 2003, Demi met Ashton Kutcher at a swanky dinner party, and sparks flew immediately. Their relationship caused a major buzz in Hollywood, largely due to their 15-year age gap, with Demi being the older one. The tabloids went wild, calling their romance silly and predicting it wouldn't last. But Demi, who had a history of dating younger men, like Sean Friday, 24 years her junior, and Daniel Hum, 15 years younger, didn't let the naysayers bother her.
I used to feel a bit nervous sometimes, where I had that almost imposter syndrome.
Yes.
And would have moments of going, oh, my.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we don't have any scenes together so far, but she's actually living with me in my apartment, which is definitely interesting. I came back from a little vacation and like all of the rugs and.
Demi and Ashton's bond was strong, with Demi later sharing that Ashton made her feel safe and didn't judge her for her past or her famous ex-husband. Ashton even embraced her role as a mother, deeply caring for her daughters. In 2005, just 2 years after they met, the couple got married, proving their critics wrong.
Demi Moore is on GMA, and she's telling us about her life like we've never heard it before. Today, she talks to Diane about her marriages to Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher, and how the old fears from her turbulent childhood caught her by surprise.
However, the changes in their family dynamic weren't easy for everyone. Demi's daughter, Rumor Willis, later opened up about the struggles during this period during an appearance on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. It was a tumultuous time for the family, but one that added depth to Demi's journey. As for the posters, Rumor didn't explicitly say when she took them down, but she had a good laugh about how awkward it all was. Despite the initial shock, she was kind of impressed that her mom was able to land someone like Ashton. Even after the divorce, Rumor and Ashton managed to stay friends, and it was clear that the whole situation had a unique and complicated dynamic.
Oh my gosh, this is so wrong!
So good, you're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Do you remember worrying?
After party
And plus I heard the puppy was going to be there, so I got scared. Check it out. So thank you for this award. It means a lot to me.
Ashton Kutcher, no stranger to controversy, often finds himself tangled in some sort of drama. One of the more intriguing aspects of his life is his close friendship with P. Diddy. The two have been spotted together at wild parties, and Ashton even co-hosted one of Diddy's famous all-white parties. In a Hot Ones interview, Ashton was asked about attending multiple Diddy parties. However, when the host pressed for juicy details, Ashton became evasive, offering little insight into what went down at those high-profile events. The secrecy surrounding their party escapades only adds to the mystery of their friendship. She began drinking wine again and eventually started taking shots of tequila. When she got drunk, Ashton would take photos of her while she was throwing up in the toilet and mock her for it.
You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on That 70s Show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with their daughters.
You won't believe what Demi Moore's daughter has just revealed about her mother in a shocking confession. She exposed the dark truth behind Demi's struggles and how Hollywood played a significant role in shaping her life. The revelations include mentions of her connections to P. Diddy and wild parties with Ashton Kutcher. Is this the beginning of a major Hollywood expose, or are we simply witnessing another intense family drama unfold? The gossip is heating up, and you won't want to miss what really went down. Stay tuned.
Oh my God. They're a vocal crowd.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They are a vocal crowd. Oh my God.
Have you had a chance to talk to them yet?
No, and you know what? I don't have my glasses with me, so I haven't even been able to read.
He made her feel so insecure and so, it's like insane because she's Demi Moore. And she's like coming off of this marriage with Bruce Willis.
Right, yeah.
She's royalty. She was a Rat Pack member. Like, she's everything.
What did you say to him?
I asked if it was true. And he admitted it right away. And I think my response was, are you kidding me? That was it. And I think I felt like I could barely take a breath.
I never paid attention to how incredibly toxic Demi Moore's relationship with Ashton Kutcher was. Yes, they were 15 years apart. Yes, he cheated on her. But there was so much more. They met having dinner with some friends, right? Not long after, they were spotted on a double date with Diddy and Kim Porter, which in hindsight is problematic.
What really happened between Demi Moore and Kylie Jenner at the Golden Globes? Rumors swirled after a viral clip suggested Demi snubbed Kylie, but Demi's daughter, Tallulah Willis, quickly shut them down. She clarified that her mom simply hadn't seen Kylie and assured everyone there was no snub or ill intent.
Life-changing moment.
An insider confirmed to DailyMail.com that there was no bad blood or malicious behavior. Demi simply didn't acknowledge Kylie because she doesn't know her personally. Interestingly, last Halloween, Kylie impersonated Demi, recreating her iconic striptease look. Demi appeared to be a fan of the homage, even resharing Kylie's costume on her Instagram story.
The Golden Globe goes to Demi Moore.
I'm just in shock right now. I've been doing this a long time, like over 45 years. This is the first time I've ever won anything as an actor. 30 years ago, I had a producer tell me that I was a popcorn actress, and I made that mean that this wasn't something that I was allowed to have. And I bought in, and I believed that. In those moments when we don't think we're smart enough, or pretty enough, or skinny enough, or successful enough, just know you will never be enough. But you can know the value of your worth if you just put down the measuring stick. I celebrate this as a marker and being reminded that I do belong. Thank you so much.
Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. All right. Take it down the hall.
All right, take it down the hallway, okay.
Demi Moore has been a powerhouse in Hollywood for decades, dominating the acting scene since the 1990s. With a career full of iconic roles, she has earned accolades such as Golden Globe and Emmy nominations, cementing her status as a Hollywood legend. And she's not done yet. Demi continues to make waves and stay relevant in the ever-evolving entertainment industry. If you thought the recent Oscars party was a big deal, it pales in comparison to Demi Moore's legendary career spanning over 4 decades. From her breakout role in St. Elmo's Fire in 1985 to her unforgettable performance in G.I. Jane in 1997, Demi has been a dominant force on the big screen. Her personal life has been just as eventful, with 3 marriages, including one to Bruce Willis. Together, they share 3 beautiful daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. Despite their split in 2000, Demi and Bruce have maintained an admirably amicable relationship, prioritizing co-parenting, a rare and inspiring dynamic in Hollywood.